Right guys, welcome to Sofa Retro Games. I'm Lee, the owner.
And I'm Roy, the manager.
We've been here now about 2.5 years, so I think you're overdue a bit of a shop walkthrough. Right guys, here we are in the Sega section. One of the areas that I'm most proud of is the Mega Drive section. We have about 830 individual games for sale. And I don't think you ever see this many Mega Drive games in retro game shops in the UK. We also have obviously the Master System. We have a good spread of Dreamcast games, which are always popular. A machine that I was quite fond of, I still am. We also specialise in a lot of the Japanese machines. So we have the High Saturns, the V Saturns, plus all the PAL systems.
Welcome to our Nintendo section. So we've got in the corner first is the Super Nintendo games. We have the boxed ones and loose ones as well. So if you're a collector, obviously you want to have complete copies of games, such as that one. We try to keep them in as good a condition as we can. Next to here we've got the Nintendo 64 section. One of my personal favourites on the N64 is Beetle Adventure Racing. Awesome game, give it a try if you like a good racing game. And then just along here we've got the NES section. We try and keep them in as good nick as possible, although sometimes we get people who like to change the name of games, such as this very limited edition of Jurassic Park, which is Gary's Jurassic Park. Got a few machines here as well, so your SNESes, your GameCubes, all that lot. We do them so they've all got a controller and plugs and everything you need in there too. And then just here is the GameCube section, which I'm really proud of. So again, we've got really well-known games such as Super Smash Bros. Melee, always a popular one. Luigi's Mansion, that is always flying off the shelves.
A personal favourite of the Cunninghams are the Taiko drums. Now these only work on modded or Japanese machines, but always worth the investment. We're going to give you a tour now of the PlayStation 2 section. They made about 2,500 games for the PS2. We have about 1,200 in stock, ranging from 50 pence up to I think £80 is the most expensive one we have at the moment. So as you all know, Sony are clever and were very clever then. So on the PlayStation 1 they made it so you could play music CDs, and obviously on the PlayStation 2 they made it a DVD player. So all those boyfriends and dads could get away with buying a gaming console by telling the missus that they can watch Friends DVDs, and that has led to the popularity of the PlayStation 2. And at the moment it's definitely the most popular for sales in the shop, followed by PlayStation 1 and then the Mega Drive. And sometimes being nostalgic does pay off. Why did EA Sports destroy this amazing game? I held in my hands the best Star Wars game ever made, and they still haven't bettered it now in 2018. Right, this is the back of the shop. This is where we keep the super duper good stuff. We have each cabinet generally has a theme. A Zelda section here. A lot of these stuff we've picked up in Japan, so a lot of it you can't get in the UK. The Mario section, he gets his own little bit of space obviously. Some of the favourites are the Virtual Boys. They've been really popular this year.
I think they're a good system. They get unfairly slated.
You do feel like a fighter pilot when you're in there and you're playing it. Yeah, it is a good system, and it is actually 3D. The shop's just had a massive stock up of Dreamcast games. All these babies have come in the last couple of days, and there's some absolute gold in here.
There's a lot of fighting games, such as a game we've never had in the shop before, which is Project Justice, Rival Schools 2. It's in minty condition as well. There's a really great RPG as well, Grandia 2. Highly recommend that one. And if you want a bit of arcade action, it's a bit silly, it's a bit shallow, but it's a great laugh. Zombie Revenge is it's a spin-off from House of the Dead, that series. It's a good laugh.
And we've also got as many copies of Shenmue as Roy's got toes.
Yeah, we have a lot of them. For some reason, people don't want Well, they want to part with their issue of.
I think they've all forgot that Shenmue 3 is going to come out soon, and they've just tapped out about it. And I'm just getting rid of.
And now it's time for our famous PS1 wall here. Yeah, there was nearly 1,500 games released on the PS1. I reckon we've got a good 800, 900 of them right here. So I mean, yeah, all in alphabetical. All labelled up, so we'll say if it's complete or not complete, such as that one. Which means, by the way, it's got a manual in it. It doesn't mean somebody's completed the game, which I've been asked before. Yeah.
And here at Software Retro Games, we bring you a little taste of Japan. This is we call this the mini Akihabara section. So on here we'll have all the anime figures, the Japanese plushies, and we have games. We've got Dreamcast. We sort of specialise in imported Sega Saturn games. That's stock we always hold a lot of. But we also have Super Famicom games, N64 games, and you'll find it all in this little section. As I mentioned before, we have a reputation of bringing a lot of Sega Saturn stuff back from Japan, and we all know that Roy loves Saturn.
I love Saturn, yeah. There's some real beauties in here, yeah. Okay, and the jewel of the Saturn collection, I think, isn't a game, it's an actual system. We have a very minty fresh high Saturn here. Apparently it's got a better laser, so it's better quality parts in it. It's in fantastic condition as well, and it's multi-region, which the Saturn wasn't.
A section that gets me excited, because I'm a retro toy kind of guy, are these cabinets right here. We have a lot of beauties in here, stuff that I could only have dreamt to own as a kid, like the Centurion line. What do you get if a Transformer has sex with Action Force? M.a.s.k. We have a good M.a.s.k range in there. We have a lot of complete vintage Star Wars figures in the bottom two shelves. In here you'll find quite a lot of complete Master of the Universe, complete Thundercats.
So we have all the rarest stuff, obviously, as you know already, are in the glass cabinets. We've got nearly a full cabinet to the PS1. There's a lot of really good RPG games. Some that aren't so good. Let's not mention Monster Rancher.
You mentioned it.
Yeah, sorry.
Don't go there.
Some really good ones, such as Alundra. Desperately wanted to be Zelda. Right, and then on the next one, we've got some really good platformy games, such as the jewel of our PS1 selection at the moment is Tombi. It's sort of an obscure one, but I think it's quite well known now because it is a lot of fun. It's a little bit of Japanese quirkiness.
So we don't just sell old games, we don't just sell old toys, we sell old media formats. Now one thing that I know we are unique at are these bad boys down here. So no, these aren't records, these are Laserdiscs. Now Laserdiscs are having a bit of a comeback at the moment. People are buying them to watch, to enjoy, but a lot of people are buying them just to frame. Because, obviously this is the wrong choice because it's a pack of crap movie, but something like that looks great. So we have about 3,000 Laserdiscs in stock. We usually hold about 500 in the shop at any sort of given time. But we mainly get the Japanese imports. Well, we can get some German ones in there for you bilingual viewers. Prices range from a couple of quid to about 50 for the most expensive. Yeah, but if you're into your Laserdiscs, come check us out.
Right, and now it's time for our Xbox section. Now it is sort of hidden away a little bit in the back of the shop, but that doesn't mean it's still not a pretty awesome section, yeah? Relatively cheap as well. I'd say the cheapest we've got is say £2. So you've got a decent game there, like such as Doom 3. Really good. Bit creepy as well, yeah? £2. I mean, come on, you can't complain about that. So we've got Halo there. And then if you're going to get Halo, I mean, come on, might as well get Halo 2 as well, £3. Being a fan of Nintendo, obviously Nintendo had a great relationship with Rare during the N64 period, and then Microsoft swooped in and stole them. So, but they did release some decent games. We've got Grabbed by the Ghoulies, nice bit of fun.
Right guys, this is the wrestling section here at Saw Fun. It's no secret that I'm a massive wrestling mark, being the proud owner of Bret Hart's right boot. So this is our wall of, it's basically the 80s and 90s kind of figures. So it's the W Hasbros. We've got a few classics here. We've got the Warrior, dead. We've got Mr. Perfect, dead. We've got Earthquake, I'm sensing a theme here, dead. We've got Hogan, career's dead. Right, probably the most popular franchise that I can source from Japan are the Final Fantasy stuff. I always come back with some very unique items, unique games, stuff we never got. So Final Fantasy has a cabinet all to itself. In there we'll have the Famicom games, Super Famicom games, the Final Fantasy 8 Special Edition. Comes with a poster, a t-shirt.
T-shirt sealed, yeah.
Geeky fresh. We have got all the PAL games on PS1, and we've got the matching partners, the Japanese equivalents. This is a unique item. These are called Wonder Swans, made by Bandai. It was their attempt of getting into the handheld market. This just speaks for itself, because as we all know, Pokemon ain't going anywhere. There's a new game coming out soon, so expecting it to be as popular as ever. But in here you can find the English and Japanese Game Boy games, N64 games. Who remembers Tamagotchis? Well, they did something called a Pocket Pikachu, which was basically a Pokemon Tamagotchi, where you grew and tried to keep alive a Pikachu. We've got the colour one and the black and white one. They're brand new. That one's still sealed. We have various Game Boys, Game Boy Colors. These are like reshells. And we also have some of the Pokemon Center edition ones too. And there you go, have a look.